Okay. Hopefully this works. Hello. You might not know me because I've never been on, Jill's channel before. But, hello, my name is Amelia. My channel is, a Glitter Bomb. I have known Jill for about... I think I've known her since 2020, but, yeah. She asked me to be on here, which I am honored, but of course, because I'm just so cool and awesome, I think. Okay, so, for my part of this, I'm gonna be reading, what is this called? PB&J Otter, Bloody Midnight. So, strap the hell in, because it's time to read this. Okay, on to the story. You're gonna have to think twice if you thought my 2 encounters with 2 JoJo Circus Lost episodes were frightening enough. This time, the experience had something related to PB&J Otter, one of Playhouse Disney's first 4 shows ever, since its release in 1999 as a public network. But before I put the pen on the paper, I'll have to briefly explain to y'all about the show. Why? Because you guys might be born in 2000. The show PB&J Otter is about 3 otter siblings who like to go on adventures and learn new lessons in the town of Lake Hoo-Ha. If I told you there was an episode where the otters' lives and my perspective of the show to be altered for life. Okay. The school day had ended, and the bus dropped me off home. That was when I found not 1, but 2 packages. One was red, purple, and beige. That's 3. Wait. Oh, okay. I misread that as there were 3 packages, all in those colors. Okay. One was red, purple, and beige, and and one had clockwork screws in the shades of blue and pink. I took both packages with me to my house and set them both next to my portable DVD player. I played eeny, meeny, miny, moe, in quotes, to choose which package to open first. The package I chose was the red, purple, beige combo. I grabbed a pair of scissors and cut open the package. After the package was open, there was a DVD of PB&J Otter. The cover had the show's logo in purple background with text below it saying "Fun with PB&J." Okay. I gotta think to myself, what would this protagonist sound like? This seems like a bootleg. I never remember PB&J Otter getting DVD release. I was pondering what the DVD would bring to me, so I put the disc in the DVD player, and I prepared to watch the DVD entirely, but I was in one hell of a ride. My favorite part about this is how the protagonist's immediate thought upon getting a suspicious DVD is to immediately watch it. Like, that's like your first thought. Just, this is pretty odd. I should watch this and not, like, I don't know what I'm saying, really, but you get the point. Chapter 0, the beginning. Okay, the DVD began with the Walt Disney Home Entertainment logo, but something wasn't quite right, especially with the background, which was colored in a shade of red. I thought this was an error since the logo was still normal, but I later shrugged it off and decided to keep watching. The menu showed up and it looked very nice. It had 3 titular otters in multicolored squares. Peanut square was red, Jelly square was purple, Butter square was beige. Okay. I pressed the play all to watch the episodes in there. The episodes were played as followed. Bye Bye PB&J, Sherlock Otter, Leave It to Munchie. After those 3 episodes, a warning came up on the screen. Warning, we've used our noodle. And we found out about this next episode of PB&J Otter that's about to play. I love how they warned us. Found out about this next episode of PB&J Otter that's about to play. It titled Bloody Midnight. It was originally made for Scrap Season 4, but it was rejected for being inappropriate. Please watch with caution. Why does this always happen? I sighed. Oh my god. I need to save this image so I can just put it when I'm editing. Why are their eyes like that? Okay. Okay. The intro then played, but the background was set to nighttime. When the logo was seen, the purple background was placed with a rather dark red background. Peanut, jelly, and butter were confused on why this strange occurrence happened. I like how the characters are confused too, that's kind of funny. The episode, or specifically the title card, started with the nighttime sky. The title of the episode read Bloody Midnight, which is a very strange title in my opinion. Yeah, dude, alright. Okay. Thanks for sharing your opinion, man. Oh boy. Can't wait to see where this takes the Otter trio, I muttered. Then cut to the main 3 otters, Peanut, Jelly, and Baby Butter. I have never heard of this show ever. All of them outside in the dark, staring at the starry night. Beautiful night, isn't it? Peanut asked his siblings. Sure is, Jelly replied. I agree. Baby Butter said, too bad the sun's suspected to come out soon. Wait a damn minute, I yelled, knowing that Baby Butter can't use full sentences because she's an infant. Who gave you the ability to speak? Baby Butter then shrugged, as if she heard me. Just then, the 3 otters looked up, and they found the moon, but it turned out to be dark red/maroon/crimson. Yo, what's up with the moon tonight? Peanut asked. I have no idea, Jelly said. Suddenly, the moon shined its light at the 3. Okay, what just happened? Butter asked. There was a long pause. Oh good, another picture. I love how we're getting visuals here. This too I'll also edit in. I hope Joe's grateful that I'm editing my part for her. That was a joke. I think I was expected to do that. And the next thing I knew, their hands started getting darker. What is happening to us? Peanut Otter yelled in confusion and fear as the darkness continued to spread throughout their fur. I don't know. I don't really know what's happening. I don't know! Jelly Otter yelled as her voice faded to a demonic effect. Oh, should I do that again? I don't know! That wasn't very good. Okay. As the transformation ended, I think magical girls have ruined my life because I cannot look at the word transformation without imagining that they had like a glittery and sparkly magical girl transformation into like whatever they are now. Oh my god, I've read ahead a little bit. We'll get there when we get there. Okay. As the transformation ended, they were were otters. No, I'm not stupid or hallucinating. They're dead-ass were otters. They now had darker skin. They had claws on their hands and feet. Their tails were big and bushy. And they had triangular teeth. You can just say sharp. Like, I don't... That feels like a bit too much. You can just say sharp. The 3 otters began growling as they all yelled out demonically toned Jeff the Killer jump scares. I can't. Okay. Chapter 2, Appetizer. It then cut to Opal and Ernest Otter, both in bed, until they woke up to the sound of the 3 otters' demon cries. What was that? Opal said as she woke up. I'm not sure, but we need to check it out, Ernest said. The 2 got out of the house and found their young ones on all of their 4s, howling at the dark red moon. Okay, just what the hell is going on? I asked myself. Kids? Ernest asked. Are you 3 alright? Opal asked. Is everything okay? That's when it hit me. They were about to die from them. You 2 better get yo asses back in the house now. They are no longer your kids, but a trio pack of were-otters. I yelled. Oh my god. Wait, a trio pack of what now? Ernest asked. The 3 were-otters turned violently towards the 2 and started charging towards them. Oh no! Opal screamed. Run! Ernest yelled. Oh my god. It was unfortunately too late for the 2. Peanut jelly and butter were soon seen feasting on both Opal and Ernest. The latter was screaming in agony as they were being feasted on. What the fuck? What is going on? I can't. How are Spinpastas real? Oh my goodness. Okay. I love the protagonist response. Damn. Did y'all seriously have to eat y'all's parents? I muttered. What is... Oh my god, this next sentence. Okay. Oh, how about you shut yo exotic rash broke and got no cash Fortnite battle pass. You just shit your ass in the middle of giving a tickle to chicken little's pickle while Peter Piper picked a peck of Perry the platypus pickled peppers looking ass up. Wow. This is one for the history books. Peanut yelled at me. Oh, wow. Now you guys are breaking the 4th wall like Demon Jojo, Demon Pinky, and Where Daniel? I asked. I love how, like, the protagonist is, like, not really all too fazed by this. It's my favorite part. Also, sorry if there was, like, crazy background noise there. I was moving because my leg hurts. Take that. Fast forward to this. It then showed a shot of Munchie Beaver. He was playing basketball all by himself late at night until he heard the sound of peanut, butter, and jelly howling demonically. Huh? Munchie stopped what he was doing and looked around. What was that? Peanut then showed up along with jelly and butter. Peanut? Jelly? Baby butter? Munchie gasped. What happened to you? We're no longer the otters you once knew and loved. Damn right, those aren't the once known and loved. They the now known and hated. So you better get your log comping ass out of the joint before you get clapped. As if Munchie heard me, he ran away from the otters as they were chasing him. It then showed Munchie running up to Flick Duck and Pinch Raccoon. Guys! Guys! Munchie cried. PB&J turned into a trio pack of were otters. Oh, really? Fliss asked, unafraid by the news. I'll believe it when I see it. Oh my god, I sighed. Are you that gullible and ignorant? He's right, you know, I then told Flick. Suddenly, the were otters went to get them on all of their fours, and they gather around the three animals. Okay, I was wrong, Flick gasped. Munchie! Pinch! I'm sorry I didn't take this situation seriously, and this all has been happening over the course of like a couple minutes. Get back! Munchie said angrily. We're not going down without a fight. Okay, you straight up asked for it, Jelly said sinisterly, before tearing Munchie's stomach open with her bare claws. What is going on? Oh my god. Ugh. Jelly said, oh wait, I already read that. Munchie screamed in agony as he was being torn apart. Cheese and quackers, Fliss gasped. You guys aren't gonna kill us too, right? Oh, since you think we're gonna go on easy on you, Butter said before ripping off Flick's wings and feasting on them. Flick screamed in massive pain after his wings got ripped off. Oh my god! Pidge screamed as she saw both of her friends getting killed brutally. She looked like she was gonna throw up too, judging by her face turning green. Next thing I knew, she threw up all over Peanut. Ew, okay. Peanut then... Oh, what the hell, bro? Yeah, the protagonist had the same reaction as me. Ate the throw up that was on his face. Okay, that's disgusting, I muttered. Did you really think I would be grossed out? Peanut asked. Well, guess again, you dumb fuck. Rude. Okay. Peanut then ripped Pinch's face off. This made Pinch fall to the floor and started shaking violently because the pain as well as her mouth started frothing as if Peanut gave her rabies or something like that. Pinch began screaming in such an agonizing and realistic way as if her voice actor, Cody Pence, was being attacked during a home invasion. That's oddly specific. Okay. Chapter 4, Lunch. Anyways, this scene showed Scooch Raccoon. Man, what's taking Pinch so long to come home? He wondered. I started to get confused by this also. Oh. Scooch was another character who couldn't talk actual English. Suddenly, he heard the sound of Baby Butter's demonic growling. This, of course, made his pupils shrink as he was stunned by the noise. Alright, who's out there? Show your damn ass, 'cause I ain't scared of ya, he berated. Okay. Okay. Baby Butter then revealed herself and walked. Okay. Baby Butter then revealed herself and walked up to him creepily. Stay back! I'm warning you! Scooch told Butter. I have this lightsaber, and I'm not afraid to use it, he added. You dumb raccoon. Peace was never an option, Butter said before violently tearing Scooch's face off. Scooch then fell to the floor and suffered the same fate as Pinch. Okay. Then the camera faded to the cake house where Ootsie and Bootsy were, as well as their parents. They heard the same exact demonic howling and crying from the were otters. Okay, what the hell is going on outside? Ootsie asked. I don't know, bro, Bootsy replied. The Snoodle family walked out of the house. Alright, show yourself. Whoever or whatever you are, Utsi called. If you insist. And then revealed peanut, jelly, and butter with blood all over them. Okay, y'all just look stupid as hell, Utsi said. I agree, you look hideous, Bootsy said also. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In fact, you look so stupid and hideous that your mom basically... Peanut bit off Utsi's legs before he could finish. My leg! Utsi screamed. You mean leg with an S. Because they're both gone. Idiot. Utsi screamed. Peanut feasted on Utsi as he continued to scream until he died. Man, alright. Jelly then came up to Bootsy. Baby Butter then approached the parent Snoodles and feasted on their flesh as the latter screamed in agony. Yeah, this is honestly getting lame, I muttered. And then it showed Aunt Natter, who heard the demonic growls. Who goes there? Nanner asked. Your nephew and nieces got possessed and turned into were-otters. You better get your ass back inside, or else you'd be next, I said. The growling got even louder. Nanner knew what she had to do. Escape. As Peanut, Jelly, and Butter entered the house, Nanner was running from them. The three were-otters chased her down and eventually caught up to her and feasted on her. Nanner screamed as she was being consumed. Blah, 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 blah. But that wasn't the end of the episode just yet. Oh no, we still have a lot more to go through. Jesus Christ, how much more is this? I swear to God, if I have to read another thing about a were-otter eating someone's flesh, I'm actually gonna go insane. Okay. A lot of hours have passed, and everyone in Lake Hoo-Ha, except for the three otters themselves, were dead, consumed, eaten, and, dead. I'm talking about the following. Mayor Jeff, Captain Crane, Connie Crane, Wanda Raccoon, Walter Raccoon, Shirley Duck, Betty Lou Beaver, Bubbles the Fish, Rodolfo, Billy Duck, Ricky Raccoon, Simon Fieldmouse, Captain Camel, the Muskrat family, and the Mole family. Every single one of them was dead. Okay. Chapter 6, the main course. Okay. It then showed Peanut, Jelly, and Butter covered in blood, and with the blood all over their mouths, and I was just sitting there trying to process what they have done to everyone in the show. Okay, alright. Now that everyone's been taken care of, Peanut said as he turned to me, it's time for the main course, which is... You! Peanut answered. We're gonna come out of your TV and we'll smack you to bite-sized pieces to eat. Jelly added. Prepare to die, you ugly-ass maggot, Butter taunted. Oh my god. I'm just gonna put it. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Okay. The three were-otters were shocked after what I just said to them. I then pressed the fast-forward button on the remote, and I was taken to the credits. Episode 7. The episode ends. That's it? Oh, the credits had the same background as the logo's reveal background, and the three snippets weren't shown. Afterwards, it then showed the logos, but the Jumbo Pictures logo had its egg cracked open, which also had its album on the ground. You joke? The Walt Disney Television logo had its background red. The Playhouse logo had cracks all over the screen. The background was tinted red, and Peanut was still a were otter. After the logo was done, Peanut stared at me with the most devilish grin and said this: "Did you really think skipping to the credits would prevent you from us? Well, that officially makes you a coward," before laughing like a lunatic. It then took me back to the menu. I can't believe what I've seen, so I took the DVD out and put it back in its case and smashed it with a hammer after taking screenshots. Okay, that could not be a PB&J Otter episode, I muttered, knowing that there was no noodle dance segment. Oh, that's the only reason. Okay. When I got back, I had to rethink my opinion on PB&J Otter, but then I looked at the other package. Continued. Okay, alright. That's all. That was certainly an experience. Thank you, Jill, for having me. Everyone subscribe to her. She is lovely. Yeah, that's all. Bye.
Hi, my name is Jill. I'm not Amelia. So where we just left off, Elijah, the narrator of the story, had just picked up another, because he originally got, 2 boxes in the mail, each was, a different color, and now, he already watched through the PB&J Otter, story, but now he's on to the next package, which is Tickety Toc Demon Time, apparently. That's where we're starting off with this story. It starts off exactly where we left off. So we're going to start off exactly where we left off with Amelia, who just finished recording her story, as you could tell. I might as well start where I left off. I looked at the other package and decided to open it. Inside was a DVD of Tickety Toc, which consisted of the 2 main characters playing their instruments in an orange background. The show's logo was at the top and the text was below it saying, "Keeping track of time." Oh yeah, and before I forget, the show is about 2 twins, Tommy and Tallulah, who tend to race against time to keep the tick-tock clock ticking and talking. You'll find more information by watching a few episodes. That show is my childhood, and I couldn't believe I still remember it. That's a very good brief description. Back to the story. I put the disc in and hoped that there wasn't a lost episode like the last disc, only to find out I was dead wrong. I like how this narrator's first instinct to receiving a mysterious DVD in the mail is to just immediately watch it. Immediately after, this is even better considering, the fact that he already went through this exact same thing with another DVD, but he just sees the other one and is like, maybe this one's gonna be different. Turns out, it's not different. Chapter 0, the DVD opening. The Zodiac Kids logo had its rocket look like it was involved in a plane crash. Then it showed the promo for Thomas and Friends Series 18 on DVD, but boy, I heard creepy whispers which said stuff like, "The demon clock stoppers has trapped us. Save yourselves, please." After those weird-ass logos and promos, it showed the intro, but the sky was black, similar to Black Forces. Hey, we read Black Forces. We did that on, an earlier pasta. That was episode 2, and Juno was there. Maybe I should invite Juno back to see if she'd be able to read this. Nah, she's probably busy. It then showed the menu, which looked quite similar to Chime Time Adventures. I pressed episode selection to see the list of episodes and check for nothing suspicious. The episodes were listed as followed: Picnic Time, Bubble Time, Trampoline Time, Jammy Sandwich Time, Bake a Cake Time, and... Wait, what kind of time is it? Demon Time? What? Demons? In a show targeted towards my childhood age? I asked. They're trying to prank me, I just know it. He just sees a mention, I just love the protagonist just sees the mention of demons in a childhood show, and he's like, well, obviously this has got to be a prank. I mean, I just saw one of my old childhood shows just have this fucked up, scary episode. Maybe this is just a prank, who's to say? I pressed play all and binge watched the DVD like so. The first 5 episodes were great. My childhood had been revived. But for the last one, nah, bro. His reaction to just seeing that is just, nah, bro. Nah, this isn't normal. Nah. Chapter 1, the start of the episode. It started off with the intro. Duh. But there wasn't a warning, but of course something had to be tweaked from the original. For starters, the sky in Tickety Town was still black, and apparently today was National Don't Give a Fuck About the Sky Day. Well, I mean, we all see, like, the sky, like, every day, so obviously we tell if something was different, but not these guys, apparently. They just know, like, the sky is black, but they don't see anything different. I mean, if you saw the sky was black, would you like, care to point anything out about it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, obviously after the intro, Tommy and Tallulah got off Pufferty. Thanks, Pufferty, Tommy said. See you at chime time, Tallulah said also. Bye, Tommy and Tallulah, Pufferty said back as he drove off. I have never watched this show before, so I pretty much, like, have absolutely no idea on who these characters are. So, if you are one of the few Tickety Toc if you are one of the few Tickety Toc fans out there, I apologize severely. Let's continue. When Pufferty left, Tommy and Tallulah finally got their dumbass brains to notice the black sky. Hey Tommy, why is the sky dark? Isn't it supposed to be daytime? Tallulah asked. Don't ask me, I don't know, Tommy answered back. All I know is that there needs to be a way to set the sky back to normal, Tallulah said with concern in her voice. Wait a second, that gives me an idea, Tommy said. Tallulah, are you thinking what I'm thinking? What are you planning anyways? Tallulah asked. It then showed a gear transition to Tootaroo, who was trying to get ready for the day, but was then confused after looking at the dark sky. He then was determined to switch the sky back to normal. Oh boy, I can't wait to see where this goes. Chapter 2, Surrounded by Darkness. It then did another gear transition back to Tommy and Tallulah. They were walking downtown to find some solutions as to try and turn the sky back to normal. Just then, the two were zaptated by two black lightning bolts. One went for Tommy, and one went for Tallulah. The two kids screamed in agony as they were being zapped. The zaptation stopped after a 5-second pass. The two would later fall to the floor with no pulse, but as the two were still on the floor, their appearance shifted into a much more twisted one. Once the two got up, I heard the same distorted Black Air Force activity activated from Black Forces. Oh, I bet this is going to be another... Do you think this is going to be the same thing? I think it's going to be the same thing. I should probably ask Juno to come back. No, I already got a guess for this episode. I don't need another. Where was I? Oh, right. I also got a really good look at their new appearances. Tommy now had red eyes and his clothing are in shades of red too, and Tallulah has the same features as Tommy. Both of them looked like they were akumatized, just like side table drawer in that deleted cut of Blue's Big Musical movie. Oh god, Spinpasta lore. Tallulah looked down and asked Tommy for what had happened to them. Tommy doesn't respond to Tallulah's questions and told her, "This marks the very beginning of Tickety Town's doomsday. Soon everyone will perish and the city will burn." As soon as Tommy said that, Tallulah said this. Oh, I get ya. After, like, saying the most cryptic shit ever, Tallulah's just like, oh, that makes sense. Yes. Killing everyone. That's a perfect plan. It's demon time, the two said before laughing like a duo of psychos. That's the name of the story, demon time. No way. It then showed a gear transition to Tootaroo again. He was still trying to find a way to turn the sky back to normal again. Just then, he got an idea. A really shitty idea. He then took out what seemed to be a vacuum cleaner and he was gonna try and suck up the clouds because that's what he's assuming that could be causing the darkness. Unfortunately for poor Tootaroo, his plan failed miserably as the vacuum cleaner then ran amok and then got his pipe stuck on Tootaroo's face, which actually made me laugh my ass off. That's what your dumbass deserves, I said. Don't be so rude to Tootaroo, he's just trying his best. Chapter 3, The Bat Loses Its Wings. It then showed a shot of Battersby. He was just organizing stuff in his shop. Nobody crushes my childhood, I muttered. Hey, you, Battersby, get out of the shop. Tommy and Tallulah are controlled by the Black Forces. And as I expected, Battersby heard what I said and gasped. What? Battersby gasped. Oh no, I'm not getting killed today. And just like that, Battersby flew out of the shop. Tommy and Tallulah noticed this. After that damn bat, Tommy yelled. The two went after him. The chase lasted for about 30 seconds until the two akumatized kids caught up with Battersby. Tommy then bonked Battersby in the head using a fucking anvil! I'm not joking, they don't have anvils in the show. Thanks for specifying, I would have never guessed. Then again, I never really watched the show in the first place, so... causing the bat to fall to the floor. Tommy, Tallulah, what happened to you two? Battersby asked. You're not getting an answer from us, Battersby, Tallulah told the now defenseless bat. Tell me now, or else I'll have both your asses clapped, Battersby berated. Didn't she just tell you we're not telling you, dumbass? Tommy asked angrily. Tallulah, kill him! At that moment, Tallulah took out a chainsaw. Wait, Tallulah, let's talk about this, Battersby cried. Despite his pleas, Tallulah started sawing poor Battersby to pieces. Battersby was screaming in such an agonizing manner. Yeesh, Eric Myers really must have gotten stabbed in the leg for this, I muttered. I like how that's like your most, it's like the one thing you're like concerned about. Oh man. I don't even know who Eric Myers is. I'm assuming this is the voice actor for Battersby, but I really don't know. Like I said before, I've never seen this show before or know anything about it. Similar to like PB&J Otter, how I've never heard anything about that either until I just found this out. It then did a gear transition back to Turu, who had another idea to change this guy back. But this time, he tried to use a giant fan to blow the clouds away. But this backfires on his dumbass again by having him sucked into the fan from behind, causing him to lose all his feathers. This, of course, forced me to laugh again. Why do you look so pissed? You knew that wasn't gonna work, I told the damn owl. Chapter 4, Out of Her Shell, Forever. It then showed a shot of Lopsaloo at her house. She was doing her own things. Oh, I swear to God, I muttered. Lopsaloo, get the fuck out of the place! Tommy and Tallulah are being controlled by the Black Forces and they killed Battersby. Lopsaloo turned to me as gasped. Turned to me as gasped. Wow. That's beautiful. Great writing. Thank you. What? Battersby dead? She yelled. Yes, and you're gonna get killed too if you don't skedaddle, I said to her. She eventually nodded at what I said and tried to make a run for it, but due to her being a snail, there was no way in hell she would outrun the two. Eventually, Tommy and Tallulah watched as Lopsaloo was trying to escape their clutches. Oh, right, Tommy muttered. She's a snail. Do we just kill her and move on to the next person? Tallulah asked. Pretty much, Tommy said. At that exact moment, the two just simply removed Lopsaloo from her shell. Hey, why would you... Lopsaloo was then cut off from her sentence, and she was then squashed by Tallulah. Damn. Too easy, Tallulah remarked. With Lopsaloo gone, it did a gear transition back to Turu with another plan to change the sky back to blue. But this time, he's on the clockhouse's roof and tries using a giant leaf blower to do the trick, but obviously that didn't work. I swear to God, this owl's the most What? What? Why does it just casually say that? You can't say that. I mean, maybe you can, but like, still, what? This is the first time I've ever seen a Spinpasta casually use the R slur. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time on this show's history in which a Spinpasta said the word detox. Congratulations! Chapter 5, Baker Gets Baked. It then cut to Madame Alalite in the clockhouse, who was just taking out a tray of fresh baked cookies from the oven and smelt them. These smelt wonderful, she said. I hate to break it to you, but Tommy and Tallulah have been controlled by the Black Forces and are unfortunately coming for you next, I said. Of course she turned to me and gasped, dropping the tray of cookies, making this sound effect in the process as it hit the floor. You can't be serious, Madame said. I'm dead serious, I muttered. At that exact moment, Tommy and Tallulah showed up, but it was unstated how. Tommy? Tallulah? What the hell happened to you two? Madame stuttered. You're not getting an answer from us, Tommy said. Tell me, or I will— Or else what, dirtbag? Tallulah berated. He's definitely not joking when he said you won't be getting answers. Seriously, I'm bigger and stronger than you both, so you better give me answers or else I will clap both your asses up, Madame warned. They never said that in the show. That's it. You asked for it, you big fat piece of beef, Tommy berated. Tallulah then picked up the tray Madame Alalite dropped and used it to knock her out, and Tommy then stabbed Madame with the lightsaber he had in hand. What lightsaber? Is this referring to, like, the lightsaber from the previous story? Because, like, what? How did he get that lightsaber? Is he just, like, an interdimensional traveler or what? There's no way he could have gone to the PB&J Otter show, grabbed the lightsaber, then came back. It makes no sense, really. How are these Spinpastas real? That's like, what? How is this real? This is great. Tommy and Tallulah then pushed Madam into the oven, which was still open, by the way, and then they turned it on as they were gonna turn her into roast beef. As Madam was cooking, it showed a gear transition to Totoro. He had another plan to change the sky back to normal. This time, he tried to... Okay, what? Totoro attempted to drop blue food coloring to the sky. It's not gonna work, I muttered. Turns out I was right. It felt like his plans were getting stupider and stupider as we go on. Just like the story! I'm just kidding. Chapter 6, Chicken Nuggets for dinner. What's with the 3 periods in between after chicken nuggets? It then showed a shot of Chickety. Man, this is unbelievable. Chickety, get out of there! Tommy and Tallulah are being controlled by the Black Forces. Chickety gasped as she heard me and then made a run for it in abnormal speed that isn't normal to chickens. Wait, so how is the narrator even able to communicate through his television screen anyways? Like, how does that work? Is this like Spyro PlayStation 1 games where people back then used to think that televisions worked like TV screens? Or not, televisions used to work like phones, despite televisions had like, existed for like a long time at that time. This is so weird. Tommy and Tallulah saw how fast Chickety ran, which made them gasp. Then they chased after Chickety and ended up killing her. Chickety's screaming when she met her demise sounded realistic. That's pretty much what voice actors do. They get paid to scream. It's what they do. It then showed Totoro with yet another plan to change the sky back, only this time he tried to use a can of blue paint to yeet into the sky, but it backfired by splashing back onto him. Face it, man, none of your plans aren't working, I muttered. That's a double negative. None of your plans aren't working. So are you saying his plans are working? It doesn't look like they're working. It looks like the sky's still black. Chapter 7, Jeopardized. This next scene showed McCoggins. He was also doing his own stuff, oblivious to the shit happening around. Yeehaw, partner, get the skedaddling, because Tommy and Tallulah got controlled by them damn black forces. No, Tommy and Tallulah got controlled them black forces, I said. This, of course, got McCoggins' attention, so he made an escape. Tommy and Tallulah got into the shot yet again to see him get away. This, of course, pissed them off even more. Ah, what the heck, Tallulah yelled. Who is doing this? Tommy just shrugged and then got out a mace and yeeted it towards McCoggins' direction, and it was a critical hit. McCoggins can be heard screaming as the mace hit him. After that, it then showed Totoro again with yet another shitty plan up his sleeve. He got some birds to help him out, flapping the clouds away with their wings, and of course, it didn't work. I swear to damn God, your segments are getting old very quickly now, I muttered. Chapter 8. Silly rabbit, you die now! Then it showed a Hopperoo doing his usual hops. That's when I was sick and tired of this cliche happening. Hopperoo, just get the fuck out of there right now, because Tommy and Tallulah got controlled by them black forces, I yelled. Hopperoo gasped at what I said and hopped off. Tommy and Tallulah came in and saw yet another victim of theirs escaping. This made them growl angrily, and they slowly turned their heads towards me, similar to how Abby Hatcher as a Fuzzly killer did. What do y'all... My sentence was interrupted by the two, who let out distorted screams which almost shattered my eardrums. No, which almost shattered my damn eardrums. Forgot the damn, that's very important. Tommy and Tallulah both screamed like Godzilla and Sonic.exe at the same time. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this part, I'm just gonna put in the Nostalgia Critic clip instead. Feel free to enjoy that instead. Man, that plagiarizing long-ass insult didn't even scare me at all, similar to what Trina thought, I muttered. Now we know who the culprit is for making our victims run away, Tommy boomed. We're so gonna deal with you later, Tallulah growled. I didn't take this serious like Pinky when she said she's after me next, so I just ignored them. Okay, there's no way y'all are talking to me in such a disrespectful manner, I muttered. I like how the protagonists are just like not taking this seriously at all. Then again, neither am I. So, I don't know. It's funny. Tommy then grabbed out a chainsaw and sawed Hopperoo's legs off. My legs! Hopperoo cried as he saw Tommy and Tallulah walking towards him. Tommy, Tallulah, did you do this? He asked. What did you expect? Of course it was us, Tommy answered. Now it's time for you to go the way of the dodo, Tallulah paraded. Now what the hell do you mean by that? Haparu's sentence was then cut short as Tommy continued to saw him. He screamed, once again, realistically, as he was colliding with his fate. Wait, isn't it almost chime time? Tallulah asked. Tommy then stopped killing Haparu and looked at the time, and then he gasped. Oh shit, you're right, but we gotta kill Pufferty too once he drops us off, Tommy suggested. It then showed Tootaroo with another one of those shitty plans. This time, for reason, he used a superstar power-up to try and make the clouds disappear with super speed, but unfortunately, this backfired on him since he flew too fast. He then crashed to the ground. Face it, you're stupid, I said. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Why are we being so mean to this owl? I don't understand. Chapter 9, Off the Rails. It then showed Pufferty again. He was on his way to pick Tommy and Tallulah up to take them back to the clock house for chime time. Tommy and Tallulah then watched as Pufferty was approaching. How are we supposed to kill the train? Tallulah asked. Tommy thought for a moment and said, I got it. Let's tamper with the controls and derail him. Great idea, Tallulah said. Once Pufferty arrived to pick Tommy and Tallulah up, he noticed them being different. What happened to you two? He asked. I'll tell you what happened. They've been controlled by the black forces, like Blues from Blue's Clues, I told Pufferty. You need to make an escape. How many times are we gonna cross-reference Blue's Clues Black Forces? Should I try and get Juno? This is like the third time I've already mentioned Juno, which means this third time we've also mentioned Black Forces. Makes sense, doesn't it? Pufferty turned to me and gasped. What? You can't be serious, he gasped. Oh, I'm serious, alright. You better escape, I said. Pufferty then chuffed away, but Tommy and Tallulah were still on his coach. Why can't you just leave? Pufferty cried as tears were flowing down his face. Innocence can't get you far, Pufferty, Tallulah told the dog train hybrid as Tommy went to his controls. And the next thing I knew, Tommy pulled the throttle all the way down, which made Pufferty speed up even more. Uh-oh, Pufferty muttered as his speed increased. Pufferty gasped and found out he was going to crash into an inconveniently placed brick wall. Tommy and Tallulah jumped out before they become part of the collision as Pufferty screamed. The footage then cut to an actual real-life train crashing against a brick wall in slow motion. Oh god, this is great. After that, it showed Tootaroo again. He had another plan to change the sky back, but that plan was his last one. He had made a last-minute effort to try and combine all his previous plans into one invention that could get rid of the clouds once and for all. So he then got to work. Chapter 10, that was a hoot. As Tootaroo began building his invention, it then cut to Tommy and Tallulah heading back to the clock house for chime time. Of course, they ran up the stairs into the elevator where Tommy got his drum and Tallulah got her trumpet. However, Tommy's drums had shades of red, just like he is, and Tallulah's trumpet was also red. As Tallulah pulled the lever, the two played their instruments, but the music was toned demonically for no apparent reason given? You're only curious as to why there's no, like... Why the music is just like has no apparent reason for being demonically toned. Are you even paying attention to what you're watching, protagonist? That's my question. I think you're nuts. That's what I think. It then showed Tootaroo his invention was finished. What the hell even is that? I asked. Is that even gonna work? Tootaroo then activated his invention, and to my surprise, the clouds were gone. The invention worked, but the sky was still black. Tootaroo found this out, and that was when he lost his shit and screamed realistically. That's it. I can't take it anymore. I've been working on this invention for years, and for what? The sky is still black. What's the point of all this hard work if nothing changes? He raged as he continuously kicked his invention. This actually gave me a big shock, as Tootaroo never spoke in the show at all. And little did Tootaroo know, Tommy and Tallulah snuck up behind him as he kept kicking his invention. Next thing I knew, the screen then glitched out into a black screen, and all I could then hear was the sounds of the gunshot fire, blood splattering, Tootaroo's realistic and agonizing screams, and Tommy and Tallulah's evil laughter. Chapter 11. Oh no. It then showed a shot of the fate of poor Tootaroo. He had a gunshot wound on his head. Wait, so... Oh. It was only just like one gunshot specified. I guess that makes sense. I was gonna be like, wait, shouldn't there be like more damage done to Tootaroo's corpse? I don't know. Well, I guess that's it then, Tallulah said as she walked off. Tommy then noticed her leaving and said, Hey, where do you think you were going? Tallulah stopped and turned towards Tommy. What? Our work is done here, Tallulah debated. Oh, no, it isn't. Remember how we found the culprit who had been making our victims escape? Tommy asked. Yes, Tallulah replied. Well, we still gotta deal with him, Tallulah, Tommy yelled. I'm gonna go get some grub, I muttered. Hey, you! Tommy yelled. Where do you think you're going? I'm going to get some food! I yelled. Oh, you're not going anywhere until you pay for what you did, Tommy raged. What I did? I asked, unafraid. What did I do, huh? Making our victims escape? Tommy boomed. Okay, so? I asked, still not scared. What are you gonna do about it? You two are just wooden children controlled by black lightning. I ain't scared of you. Oh, so you think this is some kind of game, huh? Well, we ain't playing, you know. Tommy added. Oh, no, I said. There's like no way these two goddamn wooden kids are talking to me in such a disrespectful manner. There's like no way to kill me. I'm here in my crib and you're just animated cartoon characters behind the screen. You ain't gonna do shit. Oh, that is it. You asked for it big time. Tallulah, hand me the paper, Tommy berated. You got it, Tallulah said as she handed Tommy a slip of paper. The content on it had frightened me. What's even on that piece of paper? I asked, still not taking the situation I was in seriously. Last words before disaster. Tommy then showed me what was written on the paper, and that really shocked me because it was my actual fucking address. No. This is a Spinpasta Wikipedia article. This is a Spinpasta. This is the second one this series where the protagonist has been doxxed by a cartoon character. How the fuck is this wiki real? This music was playing in the background as I ended up getting doxxed by a DVD again. I had a shocked look on my face, my hands were above my head, and I fell onto my knees. No, I muttered. Not again! Not a fucking again! God damn it, this was the second time I was doxxed by a DVD, with the first time being story time with Pinky. How the fuck did you two get the rights to reveal my exact location without fucking up? I yelled. Because we have our own ways, Tommy replied. Now, if you don't bow down to us and accept you as our leader, we will come out of your TV and have your ass clapped, Tallulah berated. Nah, I said. I like how he's like being threatened with his own address, but he's just like he's just like so nonchalant about it afterwards. He's just like, yeah, we're going to kill you. Nah. Oh god, this is great. Fine then, here we come, motherfucker! Tommy angrily screamed. The two twins then ran towards me with their weapons ready. Yola! Tommy screamed. Holy fuck! I immediately grabbed the remote and pressed the fast forward button before Tommy and Tallulah could make contact with the screen. The screen cut to static as he was being skipped all the way to the credits. Chapter 12, the episode ends. It then cut to the credits, but obviously something seemed off about it. The background was crimson, the gears were rusted, and the gear on the top left corner containing the slideshow of the episode instead had silhouettes of Tommy and Tallulah in a darker red background. The logos showed in, but they were off. The Koka Creative Content Agency, EBS, CJ, E&M, and High One Entertainment logos had its colors all red. The Funny Flux logo had the rocket red tinted and the text was melting. Finally, the Foundation logo had been cracked and red tinted. After the logos, it took me back to the DVD menu. What the hell did I just watch? I asked myself. I then took the DVD out and put it back in its case and smashed it with a hammer, just like I did for the previous DVD. I can never watch Tickety Toc nor PB&J Otter the same way ever again. Please be careful if you get shipped a package, or even two. The end. Yep, that sure was the story, wasn't it? Thank you for attending this two-parter event. If you're even watching this, I don't even know. Yep. Good night.